Why not? Are we on?
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Did you fix the internet, Phil?
Yeah.
The internet, Skynet.
Finally? That was Phil's fault?
Yeah.
That was
He
Phil's
says
fault.
you're live and then didn't make us live.
Yeah.
So we have,
Skynet.
we have,
Huh?
does it work?
Yeah, it works.
Okay.
It looks like it works.
It says on. Phil says it's not.
I don't believe Phil.
It's like an
what
ice
does he
cream cone.
know?
It's like an ice cream cone. Hey guys, how are you today? How you been?
Been good.
Yeah.
Been great.
Been all
Hanging out,
fun
working.
lately.
Yeah.
It's nice and cold outside.
Oh, it's so nice and
Like,
breezy.
It's cold and
It's
we have
terrible
winter clothes.
outside.
Oh my god.
I got caught out in the rain yesterday, like the little spotty showers, and it was like hot rain.
Yeah.
I was like, oh nice, it'll be a nice relief from this like terrible like heat.
Yeah.
No, that was uncomfortably
Second-degree
it was
burns.
uncomfortably warm. I was not happy
like-
about it.
It's like getting rained on by a hot tub.
Yeah, it was terrible. So 10 out of 10 do not suggest to friends.
No,
but
it's hot outside.
yeah, no, it was
Very,
not
very, very
enjoyable.
hot.
It's just getting worse too. I think the rest of the week is just
Yeah, I think
as
it's
the week
supposed to
goes,
be
I think it's supposed to
you
progress worse and worse too.
Yeah, so that's nice. The
Heat
weekend's
indexes
supposed to be
and
like heat
science
index
and
of like,
barometrics things and I don't know,
I guess.
astronomy or whatever. Meteorology. Is that it? What's the weather
That
one?
would be technically meteorology.
Meteorology.
Yeah, you know, science.
Which is
stuff.
misleading because you figure it'd be meteors, but it's not. Whatever. Weird. But
Yeah.
so weather.
But that's
Crush that small talk.
Something. Astrologist.
Astrologist?
No, that's
Astrology?
the studies of the stars. I don't know. Let's get to stuff we know something about.
Yeah. Things talked about.
Yeah, so we have Two Gun tomorrow.
Yes, we do.
It's already full, so if you didn't get signed
Always
up,
is.
You're like, this one was a little longer though. I think it was like 17 or 18 minutes before it sold out. So there's
Sounds
some
about
people
right.
sleeping at 8 this morning, or on Saturday morning. We have CCW on Saturday. We have Intermediate Pistol, which I think you're teaching one of them, aren't you?
Not
No, that's
this
Vinny.
weekend. No,
Okay, so we
yeah,
got
I'm not.
Intermediate Pistol on Sunday, and then again next Thursday. Basic Handgun on Monday and next Saturday. And then we have Springfield Days coming up.
Yep.
Yay!
Yeah, so we have a lot of classes
Dustin's
coming
excited.
up. So get in while you
We'll
still
have
can.
Dustin here all weekend long, so come in and annoy him all weekend long. Make him pitch all of his Springfield and why they're awesome. We will be giving away one of these bad boys, the Springfield XDS in 9mm. This one's got the little extendo
Clippo.
clipazine on the bottom.
It's a magazine. We just said it because it makes Phil angry.
Yes.
I saw him cringe a little bit. The eye twitch happened. It was good.
It's fun. Now, one of the odd things about Springfield's, which I think is kind of cool, is their magazine release is fully ambidextrous. So on the right side it works, or on the left side it works.
Yeah, which is cool
That's
because
pretty
usually you have
fancy.
to like switch over from one side to the other, whatever, or just shoot right-handed
Yeah.
correctly.
Yeah, if you
Like
just
this.
shoot right-handed, then you just do things normal.
And it
if you
works out
shoot
just fine.
left-handed, you just use this first finger
And you'll be all right.
and it
works
does
out.
things, and it works. And then you don't have to buy weird guns. But it is kind of nifty that it works
it's
from
fully
both
ambi
sides.
and-
And it has your backstrap safety on there. It's got all your trigger mechanism safeties on the inside, so.
It does not tell you where the grip zone is on it.
Yeah. Dustin, you're gonna have to work on that. I don't
Dustin was
even
trying to
know,
explain to me
like, do you hold it
which
this way?
models have the grip zone thing on it, which ones don't, and I just completely spaced because I was like, well, that's not a Glock. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Since
but
this
yeah.
doesn't have a grip zone, is that like a?
You just,
hold it
yeah,
this
I think
way?
you just grab it by the trigger guard and you just like this, and then you just kind of like look this way at it, and that's
And like the
yeah.
bullets go up and then
And they
just,
mortar
like-
down. It's like artillery.
Do you have
fire.
like heat-seeking or like bad guy seeking ammunition? For that?
Yeah, no, it's on the way, you know.
Maybe we
Ordered
should start
and
giving
things.
these to criminals.
Ooh, but then they wouldn't know how to grip it because the grip zone isn't there.
Well, yeah, and then when they do that sideways thing, like those auto bullets.
I still want to get a red dot mounted on a pistol like that and just
the
see,
side?
yeah, just right at that.
The yeet cannon.
The yeet cannon.
The yeet
Oof.
cannon, perfect.
That'd be the perfect platform for it, you know?
Have like a zip tie it to the frame.
Yeah, that makes sense. You don't need that slide to move. It's just kind of there for moral
It
support.
doesn't do.
No,
the
it doesn't
moving,
do
does
nothing.
it? Isn't it like because that would probably make it like an assault rifle in California, and they are based in California. So if the slide reciprocates,
But what is up with that? Why are there so many? Well, I don't care about that specific company, but why are there so many companies in California that are firearms related? Like it makes sense. Like of all states,
it's because they were there
Good
and
times.
they don't want to leave.
Missouri will welcome you in.
Yes,
We will welcome you
come to Missouri.
as the official spokesperson for the entire state of Missouri.
Yes, there you
Welcome.
go. Look at that hair.
We have the
And the
Stanley Cup.
mustache. Speaking of which, the mustache coming in
Oh my
really,
gosh.
really well now.
Yeah, so I think last time I was on live, it was like when I first started to
It's
grow,
just
it was
little
so
piece.
bad, right? It was real bad. It's getting there. It started kind of as like a joke, which I think is what I said last time, and I'm keeping it now. So I
amazing.
hope it repulses
Phil
at least
loves
half
it.
of you.
Phil
Yeah.
loves it. He at least looks at it at least every day and says, God, that's disgusting.
Yeah.
And that's good.
Phil hates it. Gibbs hates it. Which, if you guys, he's another one of our instructors. Teaches a lot of the like advanced pistol courses. Cannot stand it. I saw him. He came in yesterday to talk with a couple people, and he just saw it. He's like, "Oh, it's still there." And I was like, "Yeah, it is."
It's awesome.
I just kept following him around. And
It's
it just,
awesome.
It just like irritated
scares
him.
people.
Yeah, it's good.
It's just so awesome.
Nice little mustache. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Then we
keep
got
it
a
growing.
Saint.
Yep. Back to the actual
Back
firearms.
to-
So back to real subjects.
We
The
may wander
Springfield
a bit
Saint
today.
pistol in 5.56. This is not a mag, by the way.
Awesome little setup.
But yeah, cool little guy. The barrel is what's the length?
It's like 8
Math.
inches.
Yeah, probably right about.
Something, 6 inches. It's about yay long.
Yeah, it's that long. But these things are awesome. Real cool free float handguards on there. M-lock. Really nifty little muzzle device to throw all that hate and discontent down range and away from you.
About the only thing on
Super
this
cool
thing
stuff.
that's not actually upgraded,
This is a safety.
which is kind of the cool thing about the Saint, is the safety, which if you don't need an ambi safety,
It's a mil spec. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it.
It's not a big major ordeal.
It's a smooth mil spec. Like snaps right
it's
over.
really
so-
smooth. The trigger is nitride coated, so
Mm-hmm.
or nickel boron coated, so makes it nice and clean, crisp. But the charging handle, it's the only thing that's not actually upgraded is the actual charging handle, which I think is probably one of those things that I would upgrade on it. But
Yeah, it's mil
Otherwise,
specs
I
are so
mean,
small.
from the
If you use
get-go,
another charging handle,
it's
it's weird.
ready and set up really, really well. So
Yeah, they're awesome. They're fun little shooters. I got to shoot one when one of our members bought one, and I was like, well, let me come shoot that because I like shooting different things. They're cool. They're fun little pistols. So if you want to get in the AR pistol game, these are definitely great.
very reasonably priced.
Very reasonably priced. Very
reasonably
awesome
priced.
setups. A lot of fun.
Yeah. So Springfield days will be August 2nd through the 4th. It'll be Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So from now until August 4th, we got free rentals on all our Springfield stuff down on the range. On Springfield days, and we're gonna have Dustin come in one of these times to talk about it, all the Springfield stuff as well. But we'll have demos. That we've got a bunch of swag to give away. We've got these two, not necessarily these
Exact ones.
but both of these will be given away, or one like these will be given away. So come in and rent a Springfield. Free rentals, so it doesn't cost anything. Try on a Springfield, earn a ticket. If you're a member, you earn a ticket. If you are a lifetime member, you get 3 tickets. Or if you buy any Springfield, you'll earn 5 tickets. And what are the tickets for, Cam?
Why are you asking me?
These.
Oh, okay. For these guys.
So,
I was letting you go on your spiel, and I was like,
Yeah.
learning all this stuff, and then you're like, what are the tickets for? I was like,
I don't know. Right.
date
So,
with me? I don't.
in
Just kidding. No, you. One of these
that's
guys.
a side pot. That's a side
Yeah,
pot. All it
side-
takes
yeah.
is a phone number. Cam will go on all of them. You don't mind.
Absolutely not. But yeah, no. So earn tickets, and you can win
Earn
one of these
tickets
great
for one
ones.
of these. We'll have 2 different buckets to set up. So come today, shoot a Springfield, throw your ticket in for the Saint. Come in tomorrow, shoot a Springfield, throw it in for the XDS. Every day between now and August 4th, you can come in, rent a Springfield, shoot it, and you automatically get a ticket to have a chance to win. So,
and those of
lots
you who
ways
have
to
not
win.
shot Springfield pistols, their triggers are actually awesome. I love
They're really
love
awesome.
Glocks. I love CCs. Those are my two platforms I shoot more than anything else. Don't actually own a Springfield, but their triggers are awesome. So they're definitely worth checking out if you haven't actually gotten your hands on them before. So I 100% would suggest them. We have the 5 1/4 downstairs, which is like their
525.
Yeah, the 525 downstairs. Which I love those.
XDS.
Yeah, the XDS. We got a few different models. I love those 525s. They're awesome. They're like their competition ready ones, and
They're really nice. And then a bunch of them right now, Springfield's doing their Gear Up program.
oh yeah,
So not only do you get the pistol, and it comes with
two or three mags or
two or
whatever?
three mags that come with it. Plus you get the Gear Up, so you end up with a hard case, a soft case,
and then 5 more mags.
5 additional mags.
Yeah,
Gives
5
you like
additional mags on
7
top of the ones that come with
total.
it. So
Plus it's for
a
under
lot.
$600.
It's awesome,
you
yeah.
basically get everything you need and a holster.
yeah, a holster and a mag carrier. Yeah.
Yeah, so you get like basically everything that you can take if you need, or you need to take it to the range, play it there, or
Come
virtually.
shoot one of our defensive classes or our competitions with all this stuff that you just got from the Gear Up. I'm just saying.
Wow, done.
Boom.
Done
Because when
deal.
you buy a gun from us, you also can save on classes. Look at that. Just compound all these savings.
Free membership,
Boom. Yup.
free stuff.
Stuff,
we being a
10%
member,
off
you always
stuff
get,
too,
you get,
and yeah.
you get stuff, so
So just do it.
just do it.
All of the things.
Then you can get
For
5
a great
tickets,
deal.
plus you'll be here, so you can
Yep.
rent one. That'll give you 6 tickets just for buying a gun and starting to shoot.
Perfect. Look at that.
Done deal.
We're here for you guys.
I guess that's all we need today, right?
Yep.
There it is.
That's it.
the
I'm
pitch.
leaving. That's it. I'm off for the day. Rest of the day I'm out.
That's what it is.
All right, but we actually do have more stuff.
Getting into the news, speaking of the Springfield, one of the big things that everybody's been talking about lately is how to measure your pistol. And why do we need to measure a pistol?
Because everyone consistently kept asking and asking and asking about whether or not the brace on the tube comes into play with the measurement. Then the ATF was like, you know, fine.
Right.
It does not count with the brace itself. So you basically have to measure from the end of the tube to the end of your barrel, which, in case you guys didn't know, unless this is pin and welded on there, this is not the end of the barrel. The end of your barrel is basically the end of that threading that's underneath your muzzle device. So
Yeah. So
make sure you are measuring to the right points.
And it's silly, and it comes. This is unfortunately the multi-time that we've had to run into this kind of a problem because people out there are dumb. And yes, maybe some of you are saying, well, they're just trying to capitalize, and who doesn't want capitalists? Whatever. You all being stupid, asking, well, does this change it? Does this change it? And then they're like, all right, cool. We're going to change it. So previously, it was under the assumption that you measured, like you do for a rifle, from the rear point to the fore point. Now, obviously, this muzzle device is not permanently attached, so it goes from the, like Cam said, the
end of the threading for the barrel.
Permanently attached barrel. So you measure that overall distance, and then that would be your overall measurement.
We should rotate measuring here.
It don't matter.
That's okay. Because then I also don't want to take that.
Then you get into like the this and the that. So I pulled out some of the info on here. So under the National Firearms Act, basically what we're running into is we're talking about the NFA firearms and what those things are. So again, to top off some of these things, what we're talking about is a firearm that can be readily restored to fire, or that in its present condition is incapable of expelling a projectile, but which can be restored to a functional condition by the replacement of missing or defective component parts. What this is saying is that if you've got all the parts to put it together in a format, it still could be considered the format. So get on to some of that. Like we talked about the ATF procedure, this is all stuff in here, the measurement, drop a dowel down the bore of the gun, measure from where it hits a bolt face. That's your end. The big one that caused this thing is based on the any other weapon. So you basically have shotguns and the shorter barreled versions of those are under the NFA. You have rifles, the short barreled versions of those are under the NFA. And then you have guns that are made from a rifle or made from a shotgun that are kind of subcategories. We don't really run into that much anymore, but that's kind of where we're running into problems, because people are taking shotguns that are shotguns, putting a brace on it and saying, well, now is it not a shotgun? Now is it not a rifle? No, it has to start off as a receiver that wasn't anything previous. That's how we get the shockwave. They don't fall in these things. But the big one is the any other weapon. So the basics to the any other weapon are their weapons or devices capable of being concealed on the person from which a shot can be discharged through the energy of an explosive. So these can also be things like knife guns, cane guns, and those other kind of weird things.
The umbrella gun.
The umbrella gun.
Yeah, the examples that they listed, right, just so you guys can see, hopefully it's coming in clear. Right, so we got a pen gun, a knife gun, and an umbrella gun.
Which is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
They were a big thing at one point. It kind of died in popularity.
I don't even know how you have this going. I'll put it in order. I don't care, whatever.
Really matter.
Yeah, it's fine, whatever.
So last to that one is on the final portion of the short barrel or the any other weapon section is the any other weapon definition excludes weapons that are designed to be fired from the shoulder that are not capable of firing fixed ammunition or a pistol or revolver having a rifle bore. Okay, so this thing, because of the fact of whatever, it's saying, okay, it's not a pistol, it's not a rifle, whatever. So let's see, where is it? However, certain alterations to a pistol or revolver, such as the addition of a second vertical hand grip, create a weapon that no longer meets the definition of a pistol or revolver. A pistol or revolver modified as described is an any other weapon subject to the NFA because the weapon is not designed to be fired when held in one hand. So the basic premise to it, a regular pistol, yes, you can use two hands, but it is designed to be able to be fired with one hand. A pistol, again, can be shot with two hands, but is designed to be fired with one hand.
Hence the brace.
Hence the brace. And so we have a bunch of people that are saying, well, we have this measurement of 26 inches overall length that comes into play, which is basically kind of thrown through there as far as that's what it takes to be any other weapon. It's got to be over 26 inches, therefore it is not an any other weapon because of the fact that it now is no longer considered concealable.
It's just considered a firearm.
Right, and it gets back to where it can't be a rifle, it can't be a shotgun, it's not a pistol, it's just a firearm because it doesn't have a stock and
where it doesn't really fit into any of the other ones.
Grips, and then we run into all these people trying to throw all these different concoctions at the ATF, and you have a couple of guys that are like, look, I'm tired of this. So they end up coming out and say, and this is their full deal, we're not going to read all about that. But the basics were that it was correct way to measure a firearm with how to measure with a stabilizing brace and a folding adapter. So you guys with these folding adapters is what kind of threw us all into this mix now. So this is consistent with the stated intent of the inventors. The federal ISB, the FTISB has previously determined that, quote, stabilizing braces may be assembled on firearms as accessories. And again, it's stated intent of the inventors, okay? So in contrast to stocks on rifles or shotguns, the stabilizing braces are merely accessories and are not relevant to the classification of a pistol under the statutory definition. So a folding stock on a rifle or a shotgun is included in the overall length measurement because it must be, quote, designed or redesigned, made or remade, and intended to be fired from the shoulder. So that it can be the rifle or a shotgun. Now, they're saying that they go on to say it's inappropriate to include a folding brace accessory in the overall length measurement because, unlike the rifle or shotgun, this is not a element of any kind of what do they use it statutory or regulatory definition of a firearm. So basically, this is just an addition. Doesn't count in the firearm, so you can only measure the firearm. So when a device operating as a stabilizing brace is attached to the firearm via a folding mechanism, the overall length is measured with the brace in the folded position. So this one doesn't have it, but it does have a brace. They go on to say, basically, if you you'd have to take this brace off and measure from the back of the buffer tube. They actually state in here that the AR, because the buffer tube is part of the functioning, it is functional, it's not an accessory. So, I mean, they literally call it out in here, and in fact, one line in here, the measurement of a folding or collapsible stabilizing brace in the overall length of a firearm creates an artificial overall length that would permit a maker to avoid classification as an NFA firearm without a viable design purpose or legal justification. They go on to say only standard receiver extensions will be considered in overall length measurements. For example, accessories or extensions that have superfluous, yeah,
big
material, extra material, are not included in the overall length measurement because, I'm quoting here, they are intended to circumvent the law and serve no purpose in the function of the firearm. Good job, guys. What do we get from all that? Don't put vertical braces, vertical grips on pistols. They're dumb, they're not needed. Angle grips, worth it.
Yes.
And fully legal.
Yes.
So quit playing with the fire because you're going to get burnt. You're going to get us all burnt. Speaking of which,
or just play it safe in SBR, like I did.
Yeah, SBR, you can do whatever you want.
Hey, I waited like 10 months for mine,
pads.
and now it's like 3 weeks for somebody to form one theirs, and it makes me very angry when anybody does theirs and they get like a stamp back in like 2-3 weeks. I'm like, I waited a lot longer than that for mine a couple years ago, but
someday we'll have it down where you can just buy one because you know, but they're so super scary.
It's terrifying.
If you go from a pistol and then you put against your shoulder because you have a stock on there, that makes it.
Well, the barrel on mine being 4.5 inches
scarier.
shorter means it's substantially more deadly than the required 16 inches.
Yeah.
So the 4.5 inches just makes it the most crazy, scary thing in the world. So of course I have to wait a long time to get it.
Yeah, because that makes
all the sense.
Yeah, it doesn't make any other sense.
But okay.
So
New Zealand.
It is what it is. So New Zealand, we know about the mosque shooting. Was it 51 people died? You know, definitely a bad deal. The guy was a nutcase. He had lots of mental issues. His manifesto was, you know, according to some, spit all of the right-wing hate, although throughout it looked a lot less right-wing than it first appeared to be. Nonetheless, so they freaked out. They said, we're going to outlaw all of these semi-automatic rifles, and basically they said if it's semi-automatic and a rifle, it's out. So they pretty much wiped out everything. So they started that, and at their first buyback, they had 150 people show up and turn in 224.
150 people.
Yeah. So the people were paid over $300,000. Again, this is for 224 guns. It averages out to $1,300 per gun. Now, I don't know about you guys, but that sounds like quite a bit for your general semi-automatic rifle, but it doesn't sound like they're doing so well. And their initial estimates were saying 60 to 130 million, but I'm looking at a small arms survey done in 2017 that says that New Zealanders have between 1.2 and 1.5 million guns. Which, if you go to that average, we're looking at like $2.3 billion. So So I don't know how that's going to work, but obviously, as you could all expect, there's a big group of guys that were like, wait a minute, what? So they go in to turn in their guns, and then they're surprised when they go to turn it in, and they're given, get this, either 95% of fair market value for weapons in new or near new condition. So if it's in new condition, brand new, you only get 95% of what they figure is the fair market value. That sounds like a great deal. Forced to lose money on a purchase of an item. Sounds great.
Awesome.
Or 70% if it's in average condition, which most guns are going to fall into that.
So if you've used your firearm.
Or 25% in poor and inoperable conditions. So obviously there's a lot of people that were not happy with what they were going to get paid for their guns, and then they were really surprised when they were told, you can't leave with it. Good job, guys. So we end up with
But on the bright
a
side,
bunch of people
only
that are
150 people showed up.
Yeah.
So good for everyone else who didn't.
Right, in the Canterbury district where the Christchurch is and where all of the shooting massacre happened, there were 900 people that registered saying, I'm going to bring guns in. 169 showed up. So very quickly we were seeing that it's not quite working, and all of a sudden we turned from, oh, we've got to do something, to now these people are saying, and I quote, people are quite upset that they've been targeted when the people who are illegally in possession and committing crimes with firearms haven't been targeted. That's not our quote, that's a New Zealand quote. So these guys are starting to figure out real quick, oh, wait a minute, it's probably not a great idea. And it was saying that in Australia, it's estimated that only about 20% of all the banned guns were actually ever turned in. And we just had a guy from Australia that was in last week or the week before, it was right around 4th of July, and he was telling me that he's shot, or maybe has shot, a few of the guns that aren't supposed to be in Australia anymore, but they were all buried and destroyed.
Mm-hmm. Lost in boating accidents.
Yes.
Boating accidents.
You guys have boating accidents?
It's a worldwide
too?
plague. It's
and
crazy. They're everywhere.
He's like, no, we don't normally have boating accidents. We do have kangaroo attacks where they stomp things into the dirt and we can't find them anymore.
That sounds pretty reasonable.
So,
yep.
I mean,
yep.
They seem nice and cuddly, but according to him, they steal your guns and they stomp them into the dirt.
Specifically, they come after your firearms.
Hide them. Yeah. So
kangaroos are very anti-gun.
You gotta watch out.
Yeah.
You gotta watch out for them left-wing kangaroos down in Australia.
They're after your guns.
So
after all your guns.
Other than that, there's the general mix of awesomeness in the news.
Always.
But let's talk about something more fun.
More fun, always fun. Gear.
Talk about gear.
Which is always a fun subject for me and Chris because we have a bunch of fun gear. Let's move some of these. Let's move some of these.
Some of those, and then we'll
other
grab
stuff
these.
off. What are you grabbing?
We'll grab your stuff first.
We grab my stuff first. Okay.
Yeah, why not?
Okay. It's like falling everywhere.
It is. It's designed like that, isn't it? Oh, I had it turned around.
Yeah, it's okay. Well, that's because this was on. I grabbed this when I was headed out because I took it off to get some of the mud off, and then I just slapped it on the back when I ran away.
Mud.
Yeah, I got mud on my gear. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, you can get cool gear, and then
this stuff looks pretty dirty, and
you can actually get it dirty.
Like
and it's fine.
And stuff.
Yeah, my stuff gets a little.
Yeah,
well, my rifles are terrible. Yeah.
Scratches on your gun.
Yeah. For those of you who are wondering, this is actually an SBR, so I can have a vertical foregrip. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's wild. Like I said,
Don't
I
do
went
this
through
on a pistol.
No, don't do it on a pistol.
dumb.
Actually, let me do it.
But you can do it on a riffle that's been legally registered as such.
Oh, my mic dropped. Can you hear me?
Oh no. Can you hear me now?
Oh, I'm sitting.
Oh, you're sitting on it.
I'm sitting on it.
Oh, you're sitting all over it. There you go.
I'm gonna just try
starts
to.
talking.
Yeah.
Chris, need help.
I can't. I got one hand.
Oh no. Here, we'll put it by the bird.
So the.
We don't want to cover up the bird's face.
There we go.
There you go.
Perfect. Great shirts.
Can y'all
We still
sign?
have some of these, by the way, guys.
Yes, but we do need to order more of them.
We do. I love these shirts. I have two of them.
We have a lot of people that are complaining
because I lose.
they don't have
I lose a lot of my
Because every time we bring them in, you guys grab them all.
I know.
I guess that's not a bad
Yeah, the first run was gone in like 2 days, I think.
Yeah.
It's insane. So good on you guys for that. These were the member shirts that of course everyone else could just come by to as well. But
So what we got here? We got
okay, so yeah,
goodies.
I'm gonna unclip this so it makes it more manageable.
Hey, that was easy.
Right, real easy, simple. Right, so this is my plate carrier. It's a Attack Pro Gear black. I don't know the model, but I like these. Biggest feature about these I like the most is the coming around on the side instead of having that obnoxious Velcro that you gotta yank it. We're actually just talking about this in back. Me, Chris, and Phil. It has these awesome little system here, right? These little plastic little toggle clamp things, whatever you want to call them, right? It just locks in like that, and then whenever you want to take it off, you just grab this little tab here, pull down, and you can take your carrier off real easy, simple.
Super easy.
Super easy, simple. And then I have it fit with these little fast clip systems, so I can take a couple of my little chest rig placards and just clip it on there on the top, and then I got them on the side as well, just because I have a couple different platforms that I run. So you just drop it, grab the other one, throw it on. That's why this other one's here too, is because that one's set up a little bit different. Yeah.
So what kind of stuff do you carry in your chest rig?
Mags, of course. This one's got 5. This one's got 4 rifle mags.
So you got a double rifle,
double, and then I got 3
across
across the front. I got a good old Kniff right there.
Pistols.
Pistol mags. There should be a Gerber in one of these too, I think.
Gerber in that one?
Gerber in that one. I got CR123A batteries in that little holder thing there. I probably got like electrical tape in there. I got some CLP.
Paste beads.
Right. Yep. Paste beads, electrical tape. Because I can't carry Band-Aids because
general stuff that you need.
Slice my hand open all the time. Then I got a little Garmin, little GPS in there, and a spare flashlight on top of the one that I carry with me every day. Just because you never have too many. This is the one that's generally just like ready to go. All the mags are loaded up.
Like regular chest rig, so it's got straps.
But at the same time, if I unbuckle that, I can just throw it onto the plate carrier as well, because science and math and things and the Earth's rotation or whatever. So I like that one. I don't even know where I got this one from, but I've had that one for a minute. It's gotten to some meeting.
Super simple, but
super simple and easy. The other chest rig that I had on here that I buckled on is the Haley D3CRX7
D3
owl hieroglyph. I don't whatever. A bunch of letters and numbers and things. D3CRX, I think. And it's got his little fanny pack thing on there too, which I'll cover that. But yeah, so this one's just got 4 rifle mags, 3 pistol mags, Glock. There's nothing in there. Usually I put snacks or something in there. This one is usually what I would run for like Tech 2 gun matches, stuff like that, because it's set up ready to go. I got a Sharpie. I got extra rubber gloves because down in here is my medical gear and this little dangler. I like this one over the other ones because it's got 2 zippers, so you can put them in the middle. That way you can use it with the other hand you want. So if this one gets shot or this one gets shot, you use the other one to get to your stuff. And it's all in there in a Ziploc bag because I don't like unzipping it and then having everything just like spew out everywhere. You just take the Ziploc bag and then everything's contained. Plus, if we're like far away and he gets a boo-boo and cuts his, finger with a piece of paper or stubs his toe, I can just take that and just whip it at him. It's a lot easier when it's on you and you don't have it moving around. But
yeah.
So that's my carry. I got level 4s in there.
Level 4 ceramics.
Yeah, level 4 ceramics in there. So that's good. Yep.
All your goodies.
All the goodies.
Tourniquet.
Yep, tourniquet. One of the many that I have in all my stuff.
Full blowout kit in there.
Yep. And like I said, just jam-packed in a Ziploc bag so that way I can drop it without tearing everything out. Yeah. Anything in this one? I don't think I have anything there. So that's my plate carrier. Just go ahead and casually, hopefully not drop that down a bunch. And then my belt setup, right? Pretty straightforward. Just like a little easy, simple battle belt. I'm running the, what is this? I think it's the Blade Tech. We'll offset with the Self-Ryland QLS so I can throw my holsters on there. Just because I run.
And that's good because of the fact that the cam, like I do, we run a multitude of different platforms.
Yes.
So having a quick attachment on there is easy to go from
You just switch it
Glock
over.
to CZ
Yep.
to Smith to whatever your heart desires at that day.
Another tourniquet here, right? This one's easy to get to. This is the North American Rescue little tourniquet holder pouch thingamabob, whatever. HSGI, little blowout kit. These are cool. Opens
So the
up. It's got
second
this.
blowout kit
Yep.
that you're running.
Yeah, because sometimes I'll run the belt without the carrier, so it's got this little red tag. You pull this out, and the whole kit basically just comes out. It's looped down underneath it, so you can get everything real easy and simple. Pair of shears behind that, you know, in case you need to like cut things, I guess. Dump pouch, HSGI dump pouch. I got my suppressor in there because that makes sense. I was literally trying to get everything out the door today. So there's the dump pouch, a good kniff. Yep, good kniff's always good to have.
Is that a half face blade?
Yeah, it's half face blade. Yeah. And you can tell, right? Unlike everyone else that has a half face blade on Instagram and whatnot, mine's actually a little abused because I actually use it like a knife. And then I just cry because I cry because of how much I spent on it. But whatever, big surprise. I've used the crap out of everything I own. More Glock mags, S-Tech carriers in the front, and then HSGI tack on back. I really like these S-Tech ones. Good retention.
So you have
simple
pistol mag. Oh, okay. So
and then there's a rifle mag here.
Rifle
Yeah.
mag.
Just in case you guys didn't see, there's a rifle mag spot back there. You know, where you put like a Jack in the Box taco in there too. And then gloves, because suppressors get hot.
Gloves.
So it's good to have gloves on you. That's basically all my stuff.
There you go.
So that's my gear.
All the goodies.
I'm gonna go do Chris's now. I'm gonna move my rifle over here.
Boop, boop. So mine's going to be fairly similar. Most of what we do is tack 2-gun stuffs. I generally run in the what's called the Juggernaut class, which is just carry more crap in a nutshell. So same basic setup. I've got polypropylene plates in there. So my plates, unlike the ceramic plates, they're only level 3s. However, they only weigh about 4 pounds a piece.
As opposed to mine, I think you're like
7.5, 8 pounds for the steel, the ceramic. So you get a little bit lighter weight there.
Yeah, so you have the lighter plates for
nice.
the Juggernaut class, which makes a lot of sense.
It doesn't, but when you throw that other crap on
We
there.
plan things out real well, guys.
I don't like to reload, so I carry lots and lots of rifle mags. Bart normally has lots of rifle stages, so I carry 10 mags.
Here,
I'll carry 2 in the front here, which when you go to put it on and off, you kind of can't, like Cam was talking about, the annoyance factor. So I've got the annoyance factor of having to pull up the big
that
Velcro.
sound that spelled it. Yep, there it is.
And then slide it on, and then slide it back over, and then pull my Velcro down, and it goes through a pain in the butt that way. So. But I carry gloves dangling on the front. I've got a little pig sticker there, a couple of mags there. I've got a second spot for a med pouch on the side, and I'll run one either on the carrier or on my belt. Just kind of depends on what I'm running. I've got a light in the front. It's got a white and a red light. We do a lot of night matches, so the red really helps with night matches. Some paracord, because you never know when you need that. These sweet UV glow stick things that Phil found.
Good job, Phil.
So more night awesomeness, thanks to Phil. 2 pouches. This one's got batteries and other goodies in there, and I've got a mag pouch there. Got a basic UV5R, nothing fancy. Radio in the back for comms. Juggernaut class requires a hydration. Although I really like the hydration because then I have drinks while I'm wandering around and I don't have to carry stuff.
Just carry around a cooler full of Frescas and you're fine. Just like Kit Wagner. Shout out to Kit Wagner and his Frescas.
There you go.
I don't know why he always drinks those.
Because it's Kit.
It's so weird.
Kit's interesting. And 2 extra mags in the very back. No, I cannot reach these, but that's why you have partners. So when you run low, you just get somebody else to help you swap out some mags in the back. That gives me a total on the top, I believe, of 7 mags all the way around for a rifle, and then a couple of extra mags. I can put pistol mags in on the right-hand side as well, although it's nearly impossible to load from there. So, oh, and a little flashlight stuck down in there.
All the lights. All right.
And then my belt is going to be a little more rigged up than Cam's. I carry 3 rifle mags plus 3 pistol mags on the front. Dump pouch that folds up nicely. All my medical gear straight in the very back so I can get to it from both sides. Tourniquet. I've got a full blowout kit. It also has a tourniquet inside of there, along with shears on the side. Another backup set of mags, a red flashlight for those nighttime things, and then the same idea of having a quick detach of my pistol side.
Is yours the Blade Tech one? Or
Yeah, I've got the Blade Tech TMMS system. A little bit different than the Safari ALS, but same basic idea.
Yeah, so there's a lot of companies that make them, so it's definitely worth something looking into. Just make sure your holsters work for that platform.
Same multi-tool you've got.
Yeah.
Dick Gerber.
Yeah, I love those things.
With basic carbon bond, and I've built a suspension setup so that my belt doesn't fall down, because it's happened in a match before. So
it done came unbuckled when he bent down to pick something up, and his whole belt just fell off.
It just hit the ground. I know.
Have you seen that video, Phil? It's See, that's why I was laughing. It's hilarious.
Yeah. Literally just.
Yeah, no gravel was hurting the making of that video.
No,
yeah,
and
it's rough.
I didn't get DQ'd because my gun stayed in my holster the whole time.
Yep. So even though the
my
whole holster
stayed
came
on my
off,
belt
it's just like the whole
time. It just
loopholes and zigzags and whiz wows.
Yeah, so a lot of people recently have been going through this stuff. We were just talking, there's got to be a bunch of guys out there that are gearing up for this Area 51 run.
Oh, yep, that was the other reason why we're talking about this too.
Because of course, you know, that's going to happen.
And there's been a lot of celebrities that have like jumped onto the.
Oh yeah, Keanu is saying it.
Chuck Norris.
Chuck Norris is saying it. No.
Neil Patrick Harris, which isn't nearly as cool as
I'm hoping and praying
two,
that that's not like a bunch of Photoshop thing.
I'm fairly certain that at least half of them probably are, because there's a lot of people that like. But at the same time, a lot of the famous people like to just inject their opinions and things like they're. Like they matter, but they're not.
They're not.
They're just people, guys.
Yeah.
Don't let them drive you to do stupid things. They're just people.
Just people, and most of them don't have much of the thought process going on.
Nope.
So, but yeah, so we brought this stuff in. We've run it all out there. We run it. Lots of guys going to get gear, and they're going to get things and say, oh, well, I might need this. I might need that. Battle belts are awesome to have. It's nice to have it. It's convenient to have. You can have everything that you need right there. A lot of us have that defensive idea of what happens when there's a bump in the night. What am I going to grab? If you've got a gun that's all rigged up with stuff, it can get awfully heavy.
Yes.
So if you want a flashlight and you want extra ammunition on there and so forth, it can get quite bulky. There's a lot of great shotgun setups. Phil does a great discussion in the shotgun class about how the shotgun can be set up. Those make phenomenal home defense tools that really can hold quite a bit on them and still be pretty maneuverable. But being able, for those that live on a little bit more property, being able to throw a battle belt on really quickly, and then you've got a pistol, you've got extra backup magazines if you need them, you've got things like flashlights and first aid kits on you already. So those are nice to have.
Just train with your stuff.
Yeah, and that's the key.
You get all your stuff, you're gonna like throw all this stuff on, and you're gonna have like this giant like 80 mag like quadruple shingle that comes out like 3 feet. And you have all the mags, but like you don't realize, since you haven't put it on, since you didn't have full mags on it, that it weighs about 50, 60 pounds all forward. You got nothing on the back to balance it out.
Rifle on there, so you exactly. Have to set your rifle on top of the
So train with your stuff. Come out to matches. Come out to classes. I ran my battle belt for the defensive handgun 1 class. Was it a little overkill? Yes, it was a little overkill, but it gives you the reps and everything for running that, which, I mean, unless you're at home dry firing, it's not like you can do a whole lot of that at normal ranges anyways, as far as like holster work and stuff like that.
And dry firing, as great as it is, there's a lot of dangers if you go into more realistic dry fire, where you've got loaded magazines, because it's either very expensive, you're buying a whole bunch of snap caps.
Yes.
And then you're loading your magazines up to then completely unload them, so that just so you can have that extra weight for training. But when you go to a class or a match, you've got loaded pistol mags that are on you. You feel the full weight. We've seen a lot of guys out there that will be running one whole setup 1 week, and then they'll come back the next month, and they're
Like
got a
90%
whole
of
different
stuff's
setup.
gone.
Or
And
they've
this, that,
completely rearranged
Yep.
what they've got on there. So, weight is something that should be paid attention to. And
Absolutely.
depending on what you can carry and how far you can carry that,
Yep.
is going to be dependent on what you're going to put on the rig. With having the extra hydration on the back and the fact that I don't want to reload mags while I'm out shooting 2 guns, so I literally just load up 10 mags. It's heavy at the beginning of it. It's a little bit lighter at the end
But
of
the
the day.
more you shoot, the lighter it gets.
Right, and
So-
I don't have all that extra stuff laying around.
Yeah.
So I chose to go with the poly plates because they did save me about 5 pounds on the overall setup. But then you throw on another 2 liters of water on the back. I put the 5 pounds back onto it, but it's dispersed a little bit differently. And I've got weight in the back that offsets the mags hanging from the front. So get out there, train, try the stuff out, see what works for you, and see what modifications you need to make.
Yes. Like I had to heavily modify my carrier because it's a large, and I am
not
built
large.
like a small, starving Somali pirate child.
I thought it was Rhodesian.
Well, whatever. Any of those. I'll fit the bill. So I had to then basically just wrench the straps really tight and then just like cut and then just tape the crap out of them. And then like it fits great now, but if I would have just been like, I'm buying this, putting all this stuff on, great, now it's gonna slide under my bed, and then if the whole world comes to an end, I can throw it on. I'll throw it on and probably just fall right over my shoulders because, I'm a small guy. So like I said, just train with your stuff. Put it on, make sure it fits.
Run for a while because you're going to
You know?
figure out you got hot spots.
Do jumping jacks.
It can be easy
Get it
things
moving on your
like
body.
moving,
Yeah. You
instead
don't want
of
it like
having
super
something
loose
here,
shifting
having
around because it's
something-
going to just suck.
Yeah.
You want it snug under your body. Plus, it makes it easier to get stuff if you're like trying to pull a mag out and the whole carrier
Carrier's
lifts up
picking
with
up.
you. You want it snug to your body, nice and comfortable. If you have questions, bring stuff in. Preferably not loaded guns and mags, 'cause then we're gonna have issues. But bring gear in. We can talk to you about it. Like I said, come to defensive.
Come on,
If you got
mags.
like war belts, run it in defensive 1,
Yeah,
2,
practical,
7,
tactical,
everything.
For the
Practical,
match,
tactical.
you've got defensive pistol 1, 2, 3. You've got carbine 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Both of those you can run that. You can be loading out of your battle boat.
Exactly. And gives you
if
those
you'd rather run a
reps.
chest rig, run that. I don't think Phil's going to have any issues with any of that stuff because if that's what you're going to be doing when that time comes, that's what he's training you for. Is
Yep.
what to do when the time comes. What do you need to do? And if you plan on throwing a battle belt on or throwing a chest rig on to round out your defensive kit, why would you not practice with
Your defensive / raid Area 51 kit.
Yes,
Yes.
could also
Yep.
be good for raid.
Until they
Area
unleash
51.
Alien
Now-
and Predator on you, and then everyone just scrambles back home.
Yeah, and see that's where we need to make the additions like we were talking about. We need our tinfoil hats.
Tinfoil hats.
We need extra tinfoil in case we get a tear in the hat.
Yeah, you
need
can
to
throw another
bandage
layer on.
quickly.
Yeah, exactly.
And then we need Kit Kats.
Well, and you got to
snaps.
carry, just like we learned from Predator, you got to carry around a lot of mud or enough water to make mud, right? So that way you can just cover yourself in mud and disappear.
Yeah.
I
Predator.
do a free clinic, an arts and crafts free clinic on making the tinfoil hat.
Oh, we should totally do that.
Well, great. We haven't even scheduled and it's already sold out now. I mean, people are going to be like, yo, Area 51 storming. I got to know how to make these tinfoil hats.
Yes, it's
gonna happen.
So we'll do craft day
Craft day.
where you come in and we'll go over how to
And
make a proper
you know what? Members can get a free
tinfoil
tinfoil
hat.
hat. It's the mob deal of whatever month this
Just
raid's gonna go on. What is it? Yeah.
We're just doing an
Tinfoil hats.
honorary Area 51. All you gotta
And
do
John's
is
gonna make them for all
come
of you.
in.
I said it. It's been said. It's on the internet.
5-minute pitch,
Get back
and you
out.
have to not laugh during the pitch. How's
And then,
that?
yep.
And then you earn a free.
Tinfoil hat.
Wait a minute. We're not going to be able to not laugh.
No, we can laugh. They can't.
Oh.
Yeah. No, it's fine.
That's kind of hard. That might be hard.
I like it.
So Dustin Allen wants to know if we have any idea when the Beretta 92X
Oh.
available and out.
Oh, I have no idea, but I guarantee I'm more excited than you are. I don't own a
Yeah.
Beretta. I've been looking for a reason to get one. I was going to get one of the Wilson Comets a while ago, and then I heard about the 92X, and I'm like,
Yeah, I've
Sweet.
heard nothing about any actual release date
yeah.
on it.
I've only ever seen like the ones for like the Beretta team to use. I think they've only made them for them. But,
Yeah, so
I haven't
don't know
seen them
if
out.
This is something that they're waiting on, possibly SHOT Show.
Did they not have him at the this past SHOT Show? No.
No, we didn't see him at the SHOT
Oh,
Show.
then they- yeah,
I don't
they're
think you
probably
guys
gonna
saw
wait
him
for
at NRA Show either, did you?
Yeah, so
No,
they're
so
probably
they've
gonna
just
wait.
recently been talked about, and not necessarily any kind of major.
Frame-mounted safety. That's all I gotta say. I'm so excited. I'm that alone, man. I hate on the Beretta the little slide-mounted decocker safety on it. It's just, it irks me.
It's way
Irks
out
me.
of the way.
It is frame-mounted. Like that's awesome. There's like
Bring
one
it
other
down
Beretta
where it's
model,
supposed to
that
be.
one other Beretta 92 full size that had it, or Beretta something that had another frame-mounted safety, and they made it, and then they just stopped, and now it's like one of those highly sought-after ones, or it was. Now they're got the 92X.
Was that the 92?
I don't know.
Is that what it was?
Somebody out there knows.
90
If you know what it is, comment
something like that.
and be like, "Hey, Cam with the good hair, it's this model." And I'll
And a great mustache.
and a great
You gotta
mustache.
leave that in there.
Sometimes I forget I even have it.
I don't know how.
Last week I woke up one morning, I went in there, I was like, "Oh my gosh, I look gorgeous! Look at that." So, but it's there, it's staying. I've had a lot of people praise me for it. I've had even more people tell me I should shave it. But fun fact, nobody else's opinion other than my own matters, so I don't care.
He really likes it.
I don't know. Maybe it'll get shaved off for some sort of like, if we sell like 100 guns and like 100 Beretta 92Xs, then
Needs to be
I'll shave
something
off
more fun than that.
something ridiculous. You guys come up with ideas, and we'll even do it on live. I don't care. We'll go out in the parking lot and just. It'll be great. I'll even let Phil do it because he hates it. He might take some of my face with
man.
it, but
Wow.
look at it. The
We do have
smile on his face
customer
right now. You guys can't see.
appreciation coming up in October,
Yeah.
which will give time for that to really get nice and full.
Yeah.
and
Don't think it's
for
gonna get any more full than
the
this.
anger and Phil to really get to a boiling
Just let it
point. So
just build up.
we just got to figure out what do we need in order to make that happen, because I'm kind of upset about that happening. But
But if it's for a good enough cause.
You
like,
did a charity event.
that's what I'm thinking.
You donate X amount of money to shave Cam's mustache or Chris's beard.
Oh no.
No. Whoa.
My
Okay.
kids will kill me if I lose the beard.
Yeah. No.
They will.
The mustache is one thing because this is
cry.
just comically terrible.
It's amazing.
But his beard actually is it's him, so
It's kinda-
it's got to
yeah.
stay. But the mustache is like meh. If I shave it off, it'll grow back like 9 months later, because that's about how
Working
long
on
it'll
that
take.
like what? 3 months.
I don't want to talk about it. Somebody out there is like, that's like 3 days for me. I'm like, yeah, I know.
However, in case you're watching Vernell, hey, look, it is long enough to pet.
Yeah, Vernell.
Vernell.
But yeah, so
Which, congratulations to him. He's getting ready to go off to the police academy.
I know. Good
So,
for him. It's awesome.
He's been itching for that for like 2 years.
I know.
So
He's gonna kill it. What else we got? Any other questions? Anybody figure out the Beretta model?
Excited, man?
I'm just.
Questions on what hair products?
Oh yeah, you guys want the hair product I'm currently using? I'm gonna just do this every week. I'll feature this.
Show the new.
Looking for hair
for
product
real,
sponsors.
like, right
So if
in
somebody
the
wants
pocket.
to, oh yeah, no, oh, and then you gotta carry
That's
the
it,
you gotta
all-
carry the comb too.
That's a lot to carry in the pocket.
No, it's not,
just
dude.
for hair.
It's not that bad. Well, then I got a whole mustache care kit, right? Ready for this, guys? Right. So you unzip it, right? In case you gotta see what your mustache looks like. It's got a little comb. It's got your skizzers. In case you gotta trim it up, right? Nail clippers, because I had to borrow Phil's once, and I was like, well, that's just weird. So now I'm bringing my own. I actually don't even know what all is in. There's 2 sets of nail clippers in here.
There's a nail file in there too.
I think so. Is that what that is? In case I gotta file my way out of a prison cell, that's what that's for.
It just recently happened, actually,
So it'll be
in
perfect.
Lincoln County.
Somebody filed their way out of a.
Yeah, so they took.
I like what
I
this
read
story's
something
going.
about they took some sort of a metal thing and ended up using that to cut the bar, and then ended up breaking the bar out, broke out. One of them was already wanted for the killing of the coach, the football coach.
Oh, geez.
A couple years ago, so he was for that, and then the other one was. I want to say armed robbery and carjacking. So he broke out of the prison, Lincoln County Prison, went over, or Lincoln County Jail, I don't remember which one it was, but then went and carjacked a guy, took off in his car. That guy called up the police. Police were able to get a hold of OnStar. They tracked it down. Guys ended up losing the SUV, losing control, slammed into a wall. They captured them both, but
Jeez.
dumbness.
That escalated real fast.
So,
I thought the story was gonna be like
Always
they
be on
broke
the
out,
ready.
but then they didn't make fire. It was like they stole a car.
they stole a car. They went
crashed
from
it.
Lincoln County all the way down
They-
into St. Louis. They
Jeez.
crashed it.
Wow, that escalated real fast.
Real smart guys there.
Yep.
So,
Well,
I'm feeling he's going back to prison.
probably. Hopefully, a better maintained cell.
Yeah, let's hope so. Let's hope so. We got anything else over there, Phil?
No,
Yeah, nothing, huh? All
I
right.
had some comments and stuff, but no questions or anything.
Anything about my hair and mustache?
Several about how terrible it was, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my.
I like it. Your hatred,
amazing.
your hatred fuels me. So
It might make it grow.
yeah, it does actually. Keep hating on it, and it's gonna keep coming. Like
One said it reminded him of Inspector Clouseau.
ooh.
Very true. Very
that's not even an insult. I'm okay with that.
No, he was quite well regarded for a long time.
Well, no, yeah, we know Sam hates it. Better yet, yeah. So it'll
Sam
be.
just mad because she can't grow
So
like
you,
that.
yeah, you can shave one half of it, Phil. Sam will shave the other half. I don't know. I don't care if you guys do left and right, or if you guys do top and bottom half. But you guys can split it because I know that she totally enjoyed to do that.
Dude, we gotta do that. Like backstoppers, come up with a number for either like backstoppers or USO. Let's see. Customer appreciation being October. What else we got then? We have the USO match. at
We do the monster
Fest.
match. Yep.
So we could take the money raised to shave your mustache and bring that with us to donate to the USO. Maybe that's the thing.
Look at that. We're balls rolling.
We could come up with an idea for this.
Yeah.
Help us figure out how that happens. The only thing I know
Operation
right now is
Shave Cam's Garbage Stash. Let's figure this out, guys. I believe in you. But
Hell,
yeah,
that
no, we can
Mark?
figure something out.
Are
So
you ready?
yeah.
Are you ready?
Is this where are we singing the outro? Do we sing a song at the end, or we just let it go?
It's the Are You
We should
Ready
change that.
motto. You want to
Are
sing?
you
What
ready? I don't know what to
are you
sing.
gonna sing?
Sing.
Karaoke next week. We'll do karaoke. We'll sing next week.
Okay.
You can't just put me on the spot like that. I thought
Why
I
not?
don't know. I'm not prepared.
Great, good job.
Hey,
You should always
Phil,
be
Phil,
prepared.
hey, Phil, my eyes are up here. Okay? I'm more than just facial hair. I need you to stop looking at my mustache, objectifying me. Okay, we good?
I think on that one.
Oh.
All right, guys. We'll see you next week.